He was my child, he was my son, and nobody had the right to take that from me.
A mother grieving the loss of her son, the South Carolina Department of Corrections is facing a lawsuit after a mentally ill inmate died in their custody. 7 News reporter Aaron Rogers spoke exclusively with the mother and her attorneys, who say all of this was preventable.
Hey, Mama, you remember when you went about that basketball and tried to play basketball with me? And I said, yeah, Vic, I do remember that. I do remember that.
That was one of the last times Pamela Stroud spoke to her middle son, Victor Rogers, before he died in the South Carolina Department of Corrections custody.
He proceeded to tell me that they found my son in his cell unresponsive. I don't remember what else happened after that.
The 27-year-old had a documented history of schizophrenia, which had landed him in and out of trouble.
He wouldn't take his medicine. He would kind of get thrown off.
Victor Rogers was sentenced to 7 years in prison after his mom says he broke into this convenience store and stole Debbie cakes and cigarettes back in 2013.
They put Victor in the biggest, baddest prison that the Department of Corrections has, Lee County Correctional. He should never have been there.
Lawyers say on top of that, he was put in isolation, somewhere a psychiatrist noted Rogers shouldn't be.
One of the worst things that you can do for somebody with that type of mental illness.
They say it's eventually what led to Rogers' death and the reason the family is suing the Department of Corrections and several people involved.
I'm just saying, he shouldn't be in this place.
Lawyers say for a week, Rogers lay on his cell floor in this fetal position, unable to move or even speak. In a state law enforcement division report, it shows staff noticed his declining health, but didn't do anything.
My son laid on the floor and just died. These people walked right by him.
Rogers died from septic shock from a kidney infection, although SCDC policy is to get help within 4 minutes for a medical emergency.
There really needs to be a total attitude adjustment within the Department of Corrections as far as the treatment of mentally ill inmates. That's where it's got to start.
They say they hope this lawsuit will change that and start holding people accountable. In Greenville, Aaron Rogers, 7 News.
We reached out to South Carolina's Department of Corrections. They told us they cannot comment on pending litigation. The family lawyers are saying they're hoping that the legislature will get involved in this and provide more funding for inmates who are mentally ill.